Welcome back. It's your boy Gabe,
and Shannon.
and you're watching the K Kingdom Podcast.
We hope you guys enjoyed your Valentine's Day. We hope you enjoyed the last episode. I know it was a bit,
Smooth,
it was
risque.
a bit, risque, to talk about that kind of topic in the world of, Christendom and like how we really, but I hope you guys enjoyed.
You look nice, by the way.
Thank you. I decided to switch it up, but anyway. So welcome back. Today's episode it's interesting. I think it's very informative. I think it's very important to talk about this because it happened to us and it can happen to any marriage. So yeah, sit back and relax. Today we're talking about something we like to call a marriage plateau. And what does that mean?
The marriage plateau is a term that explains the point in your marriage where you start feeling like you're just teammates more than lovers, or you're not growing. Nothing's wrong, right? You cheated, there was no, big fights or whatever. Absolutely nothing is wrong. Like, you're flawless, right? You're happy, but you just feel like you're not growing, right? Like, there's nothing new or even interesting.
Yeah. Like it feels like you stopped growing together as a couple. You may be growing separately, but as a couple, you feel like there's something missing.
Like, conversations are more logical now.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you only
Just
talk
cut
about
and dry.
and
Yeah.
you're not really intimate anymore, or you don't reminisce, or there's what happened to TBT.
What was that, Throwback Thursday?
You see, that disappeared like that with the economy.
Oh gosh, should be something else. Throwback, what, like a marriage throwback? Yeah, we need marriage throwbacks because we need to remember. Basically. And we kind of want to touch on like why these things happen, because again, it's normal, but we don't want it to stay the way it is. We need it to be fixed, right?
Right.
There's things like the length of time you've been married. And I'm not saying like once you hit 10 years, that's it.
Right.
When I say the length, sometimes because we're married for so long, we get to this place where like, okay, what now? Like the newness of it all wears off, like the honeymoon stage. And the honeymoon stage can last for however long you want it. But when it does end, you're in a place of like, this kind of feels familiar. And like, what else can come from this? Like butterflies now turn into bills. Like all you're talking about is like we said, the cut and dry, like we need to go get this. We need this. We need this. We need this. But what you also need is love, connection, and intimacy.
Right.
And
so the newness.
Yeah, newness.
The newness of your marriage can also wear off. The honeymoon stage eventually ends. And then, you try to figure out your marriage or your lives together, right? That's why, there are some people, it's at year 10 that they like refigure out each other, and they get excited again. But in between all that, from 2 to 9, it was pretty hard or distant or quiet even.
Yeah, because a marriage can also go through like what people call a midlife crisis, where when people have that, they're trying to figure everything out now. It's like, what can I do? In your marriage, you kind of have to have that what can I do as well. And that happens because things get in the way. Like we can talk about our season right now. We're in a season of children.
Right.
That's another thing that can cause the plateau to become very eminent, because your focus now shifts, which obviously, especially if they're young, they need more attention. And then your marriage feels like it's not getting enough attention, right? So you get exhausted, and that kills like every type of spontaneous mood you ever had.
Yeah, like you see yourselves as parents more than partners.
And that's kind of why sometimes I kind of correct myself, where I'm like, I'm a mom first, but I'm like, no, I'm a wife first.
Right. You say that a lot.
Yeah, because I have to like scale back, because sometimes we'll put our parenting role in front of our marriage role, and then we become more focused on parenting rather than our marriage, and then our marriage starts to get hit really hard. And sometimes this happens where the mom or even the dad or husband or wife starts to resent the children. Like, you spend more time with the child. what happened to us. And it's not the child's fault. They didn't ask to be here.
I think what happens the majority of the time is as parents, we're still, it doesn't matter how old the child is, like we're still fresh to that life of parenthood. And we don't want to see them fail or kind of become like us in the wrong way. Right. So we are, consistently, pressing and pushing and doing everything so that they can be quote unquote perfect, which they won't be. And then that takes up all of our time.
It does. It does. And then things like, intimacy as husband and wife, not parents, because you're not being intimate as parents, because that's weird.
Yeah, definitely.
You're being intimate as husband and wife. Now that kind of gets scheduled. Like, it's been a while. Kids are sleeping. Should we go now? Like, and it's still fun if you make it fun.
Like sneaking around is always going to be fun, right? But at some point, it's tiring as well.
Because then you get exhausted, especially if you're like dealing with a newborn, like, and when I say newborn, I mean kind of out of like the fresh newborn stage, like let's say 3 months to 4 months or whatever.
Like where it's basically the red zone for men, right? Like
no, not that's 6 weeks.
Oh,
so
that's
I mean,
6
like
weeks,
even like when they're
it's just 6 weeks, huh?
It should be longer.
I remember I waited till like 7 weeks. I gave you like extra time.
What's 1 week?
It's 1 week.
What's one other week?
7 days, multiple hours, multiple minutes and seconds.
What is this conversation about? Anyway, back to the conversation. Yeah, like that's a big one though. Like it's honestly a big one because it's definitely the season that we're in. So you really have to work in getting this time together. Like work on it and let your kids see you working on it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I hug my husband, my little girl's coming in. No, mommy.
So we kind of know that we have about 18 seconds before someone comes in, and for that 18 seconds we take full advantage, right? So that's one way of like not becoming bored as well. You just take advantage of everything, make everything fun, make everything lovely or loving, because you don't want to lose the spark. You don't want to lose the ability to spark,
because somebody's looking for it. Someone's looking for that. Even if one spouse isn't, the other one is definitely looking. And it's not always the wife, Yes, we like to be romanced, but it's not always the wife that is looking for that spark. Sometimes we as wives still have to make that effort into going after. So, So
what other thing that makes the marriage plateau? I think being comfortable.
That is huge.
Becoming too comfortable.
Yeah. And I've become, there definitely was a time.
Yeah.
I was just so comfortable. Like you can tell me nothing. I was so comfortable. Like, okay, we're married now. Okay, like this is me. You're gonna take it or leave it.
You're talking about like back then.
Yeah. Like when I'm just like, now thinking back, it obviously wasn't the best idea to just right off the bat be like super comfortable where I don't even take the time to make myself look good, because you're looking for that, right? Like you're looking for me to dress up, flirt, pursue. Like when we were dating, you definitely pursued me, right? And I pursued the pursue. You
pursued the pursuit.
I did. I enjoyed it.
But vice versa, right? Like, I did all the chasing, all the buying of the food, all the buying of the food, right?
Yeah.
And all the buying of the food. There's a lot of mouths to feed now, but still, it's just the buying of the food that we did. And I remember we had this conversation year one where we were like, okay, yeah, so we're married now. Like, we're going to cook at home. We had the we're going to cook at home conversation.
Yeah.
But in a marriage, you have about 6 different we're going to cook at home conversations. And they're not all the same, right? Because the first one, we're like when, no more eating at home. We want to be cute and cook at home, or mukbang. Check it on our YouTube page, it's still there. And then we had another one of we need to be healthier, yada, yada. And another one of we need to save money and this and that. And another one of the food outside doesn't even, taste that well. I love, the home cooking, and it makes us intimate, this and that, and just a bunch of other. But I remember that year when I think we got too comfortable with portraying, like the perfect marriage, or that.
We did. Yeah. I wanted us to be.
And I wasn't in my cooking bag back then.
No, but you are now. Thank the Lord. Because you guys. Anyway, but we wanted to be this it couple.
Yeah.
Right? Sorry.
It was a lot.
But we did these things together, like and this was obviously before the kids, but we did these things together. We made pizza. We're talking about food a lot, but it's because that's the thing that really draws us together.
Yeah, I became a mixologist. That is crazy.
We did the fun stuff. All that to say, I think that's what we're trying to bring. Like, we did the fun stuff, and we were intentional about doing the fun stuff. After kids, it
slows down.
It drew back, and you come into a place, like, there were times when I would come into a place and just in my mind, like, are we ever gonna be like that again? Like, I miss it. Like, I definitely miss it.
Priorities change, things get in front of your vision. Just a different mountain that comes, in front of you, right?
I don't regret, the children, obviously not, but you do miss that old you, that old life. Not miss it to the point where like
you would go back.
No, I miss that life, yes, but it's not something that you can't create again.
Right.
And I think that's a lot of times what marriage is.
Once you create it again, it becomes something new. It's not the same thing that was back then.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do the same things that like we're doing back then. Like, I would study that and make it new, right? And it's things like that. It's things like that you have to think about. You have to keep doing it in your marriage. You have to keep wanting to build, and it's not always the materialistic things. It's not always finances, but you have to build memories. Memories are just things of the past that you use to make new memories, right? That's one way of not being comfortable. That's one way of not staying bored.
Yeah.
And the other thing, it's one way of staying alert, not being clueless in your marriage.
Don't be clueless. Don't be clueless.
Talk about that.
Don't be clueless. And don't assume either. Don't assume like, oh yeah, they must know. Or I had that. I feel like every spouse has this, like, they must know that I'm craving that, attention again or something like that. Like, when you're at a marriage plateau, like, if anyone is clueless, it's kind of detrimental, because I feel like, I can only talk from experience. I felt like I didn't know what was going on. And it was right in front of our faces, but I still didn't know. And the thing is, I left it at that. I'm like, well, if I don't know, if he doesn't know, then all right. And that caused so much tension. And it's not tension to like, we wanted to fight. It's like tension to like, are we going to talk? Or like, does he want to talk to me? I don't know. Like, it was, do you know what I mean? Like, It was like tension in a way, like, I didn't want to say the wrong thing, because as much as we were at a plateau, I also was very sensitive to how we were both feeling in the time. Like, because I still wanted him to pursue me, but I wasn't even saying anything. Like,
right, yeah.
And I can't assume that he knows, and he can't assume that I know. Even though we know each other, this is where the cluelessness is where communication is so important. Talk to each other.
And that kind of goes into conflict resolution as well, right? We all know it's always a good thing, to wait it out and, just don't go in the heat of the moment, right? But also don't wait too long. You can't wait too long, because then you become clueless. You have no idea what the other person's thinking of.
You wait too long, and then things do eventually blow up.
Like, what if you're not angry anymore? You're actually sad, and what you really need is just a hug from me.
And that's what happened. I wasn't angry. I was just sad, and I didn't know how to say that I was sad in the moment. And I didn't want to say the wrong thing out of emotion, but I didn't say anything.
Right.
So
and neither did I.
Yeah.
So don't be clueless, because it's pretty dangerous.
That means you have to talk every day.
Yeah, literally.
You have to talk every day. Once you leave that space of silence, things get misconstrued. There's things people assume, and it was never that thing to begin with. Like you said, sometimes it was just a hug, you know?
So we're going to give you guys tips on how to break out of the plateau.
Get out of the cycle.
Number 1, go back to the beginning. Go back to
the beginning. You don't know Hillary Duff.
I wasn't such a huge fan of Hillary Duff.
It was on Family Channel, man.
Except for, hey now.
If you know that reference, it's not even a reference. It was her music video. Anyway.
But yes, go back to the beginning. One thing that we always do is we get food, because we know that that's the one thing that pretty much got us, together. It really brought us together.
I believe the Lord knew.
Because so greedy. It's funny.
The Lord knew that's because if you know me, you know I come from like a background of food. So it's my it was my first love, like in terms of like passion wise.
Culinary arts.
So like to meet him, who's not like a culinary expert, but he understands the beauty of food. And I don't say this to be greedy. I just mean like I can sit there and watch videos of food being made and I'm just like, wow, I love it. It's like, just the art.
We are analysts. We do reviews. We've published some, and we've built relationships with restaurants, right? So that's one thing that we do.
So we've went off a lot of tangents today. We've run off, and we're bringing it home. I promise. Yeah. I promise. But
this is what going back to the beginning is, right? Like you're remembering everything, right?
Yeah. And for us, it was food.
Yeah, it builds that connection and that intimacy, right? Yeah. One thing that we do a lot is we look at old pictures. It's on the screensaver of every single device in our house, right?
It's so fun. Like I love memories. I love looking at memories from when it was just him and I, like before we were married.
You go back on our Facebook Messenger.
Cringe.
In 2016. It was pretty bad.
Ew. So cringe. So cringe.
Let me get you out of that cringe. We watch our wedding video.
Definitely watch your wedding video. Watch your vows. Watch how much you were mesmerized by this person that you said yes to. Like sometimes I watch the video, I'm just like, he was staring at me so like how he's staring now. Like even if you watched our TikTok, the TikTok of me singing, the most comments were like the way he looks at her, like I need that, I can want that. And to know like that's what I look at too. I'm just like the way he was looking at me, like he's like, that's about to be my wife. After this, it's over. Like this is it, and to see that passion and see that like hunger and drive to just want to be with somebody, that will bring you back. If you don't cry, it's okay. But me, I'm going to cry. Like it brings tears. It brings this emotion. Like this is why I married you. I love you. I love this guy. Like I love this guy. Like just.
I love you.
Thank you.
And plus, like we also think of the terrible times that we went through at that season, right? And how God brought us out of that, and how we just stuck together, right?
Yeah,
that's one thing that whenever we're going through something, we always go back to how we made it out of, or how we made it to our wedding day, basically.
That's one thing. Like just the reference of we made it through can also, like if you're going through a hard season financially in your marriage, just like emotionally, whatever it may be, whatever God brought you through before, if that is the thing, the anchor that you stand on, go back. Keep going back. It doesn't matter if you have to do it 1,000,000 times. But remember, God brought you through a season before and he'll do it again. Just be willing. Just be willing to wait on it and he'll see you through. So you can ask questions like, what did I love about you then? What did we dream about? And who were we becoming at that time? Right. Go back to that.
Sometimes you don't need anything new. You just need to remember something.
Just remember.
Next point, reintroduce pursuit. Right?
Go back to the chase.
Marriage doesn't cancel out pursuit, right? You chase every single day, every single minute. I chase you to the room every day.
I know, it's so annoying. I'm joking.
Send flirty texts again. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And surprise dates. Plan surprise dates.
Plan surprise dates.
Surprise dates. right?
Be like, you see it in the movies. Sometimes that's what you're wanting. Like, be ready by this time. And
Yeah,
set up the babysitter.
Or let's just yell at everybody. Let's go. Get up. Put your boots on. Jackets. Let's go.
You're talking about the kids right now.
I'm talking about all of you guys.
That's not a date, honey. We're talking about.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, if you have the resources to get your kids out the way, if you have them, use those resources and just kidnap your spouse, basically.
Put a dress on the bed and be like, put this on. Let's go.
Or just jeans.
Whatever it is, if it's gonna be quick, like say you had a long day at work, you don't have the time to get all dolled up or whatever the case may be. Okay, babe, at this time when we get home, we're gonna send the kids to grandma's, or we love you, mommy, wherever they can, stay, and we're going. If it's an hour or two, we are going. I can honestly say, transparent moment, we haven't had that in a long time. We haven't. And I'm not saying we're suffering. Please bear with me. But you can tell when your marriage definitely needs it. And in this season, it's winter. There's winter blues and that you need some time. We've been stuck in the house. And sometimes that can cause like a bit of like rough patches in a marriage too. And there's just nothing to do.
Yeah.
Right. So,
or like everybody gets sick. It's another mini pandemic that's happening in the house, and it just gets extended because you're tired. So yes, things happen. Like,
okay, not this week, not this week, not this week. So
plans change, but
do it. Just I promise it'll bring a smile on my face.
We're talking to them, not cool.
Man. Yeah, man.
Oh, what's more? Yes, touch more. Non-sexual touch matters.
I don't think this is talking to you.
Yes, be intentional, right? Stop acting married and start acting interested.
Don't be a robot in your...
It's not just touch every single time, right? Like,
I feel like some marriages are like this. Hello, I'm home. Nice to see you.
Well, our marriage is like this.
Ugh, no.
Come on.
No.
I didn't even spit.
Look.
That's the tiniest speck.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Anyways.
Don't be robotic in your marriage.
Yeah. Next point.
Okay. Schedule intimacy without being shameful, without it being weird. Go back to our other video for more clarification. Being spontaneous is cute.
And it's not just sex. It's deep conversations. It's prayer together. It's dreaming together. It's planning together. It's laughing together. It's crying together. Talk about, just like if your bad was day, I come against the name of Jesus, you'll have a great day.
You said if your bad was day.
If your day was bad, come against the name of Jesus, you'll have a great day. But if it was, you talk about it, right? You get pushed through everything together. That's intimacy. But make sure that it's scheduled. Don't go through the entire day without at least 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can even send a text when you're at work. Like, at this time, can we talk about this? Like, or can we just dream again? When was the last time you guys sat back on the bed or in the grass and looked up at the stars? We used to do that. We used to do that a lot and just dream. We thought about our house. We thought about how our kids would look.
And we'd sit on the balcony and just...
Yeah, man. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Oh, that's so nice.
Was 45 seconds.
But yeah, pray together. That's intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're building this relationship not only with yourself, but you're building this relationship with God together.
Yep.
That is so beautiful. And sometimes wives want to see that from their husband and vice versa. Yeah. So drive that home. Just hold hands and pray. One thing our pastor always tells Gabe and I to do is hold hands. When we have to pray, hold hands and pray. There's something about a connection when you're holding each other's hands. It's like an unbreakable bond, because not only is your hand being held by each other, but it's also being held by the Creator. So pray together. It'll change things. Yeah.
Next point. Do something new together.
Yes. Take a class. A cooking class would be so fun.
Right. Just search things up on YouTube. Find the new movie that you guys don't know about, or just find something new. This is where you now start to grow with something new.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to take the leap and be like, let's go hiking. I wouldn't even say like we wouldn't do that, because we would if we could. We're hiking in Toronto. We got to get out of here, right? So just find something new to do.
Get inspiration. Don't follow people.
Right.
Like don't get jealous. Get inspiration. Like if you see something on TikTok, Instagram, whatever the case may be, that sounds interesting. Try new restaurants together. That's something that we hold
Try new
dear.
foods together. Remember when we started sushi?
Oh gosh, we don't eat sushi like that
anymore.
What? We only ate the avocado and cucumber. Do not even
That's
laugh.
the only thing I can eat.
That's the only thing I can eat.
You can eat fish.
I want it. Okay.
Next point.
Also, ask the hard questions. Don't be afraid. You guys are married. Ask the hard questions. Ask things like, do you feel pursued by me? What have I stopped doing that made you feel loved? And where have I grown complacent? Like, where have I just said, I don't care anymore? Ask those questions. Like, we do check-ins a lot. It's so crucial. Like, if that's what you need, do that.
Yeah, like plateaus break when humility enters, right? I always say this: you have nothing to lose.
Yeah, literally.
It takes nothing to ask, the hard questions. It's hard.
It is
but
hard.
It's nothing. Right?
You don't know the response, but also you should sort of know your spouse to the point. Don't assume again, but you should also know your spouse not to be so harsh that they wouldn't even consider, hearing you out or, just answering you back. Like, ask hard questions.
Last but not least is invite God back into the middle, into your marriage. Many Christian couples pray separately.
Yeah.
But stop praying together.
That is true. It happened with us where it was just separate. And there was times when I wanted you to pray with me and it just, the timing didn't work out. But something so powerful about, like we said, praying together, holding hands, kneeling down, even hugging while praying, like just leaving no room for like any kind of division. Just, I'm here, you're here, and God is in the middle. Right?
A plateau is often a spiritual thing. Right?
It's heavy.
The enemy is, again, not that smart. Very foolish, in fact, because he dares to attack something that God put together. Right? So it doesn't take him too much. He just needs an opportunity, and he'll use whatever you're going through to attack, to just get in there and mash things up.
Yeah.
Right? Ecclesiastes 4:12 says a cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken.
That's a braid. When I twist my daughter's hair, I always think about it. Like when I twist my daughter's hair, it can unravel quickly. It doesn't always happen, but it can unravel quickly. But when it's braided, it's not easily unraveled. It's not easily broken. When you have your spouse, yourself, and God in this unity, nothing can break that. Yeah. Nothing can break it. So yes, keep God throughout everywhere in your marriage. Don't leave any room where he's not there. Just keep him there. Also, Revelation 2 verses 4-5 says, you have left your first love. Return to what you did at first. If the word is telling you to return to your first love, meaning the Lord first and foremost, and return to the things that made you happy in your marriage.
We're also going to give you guys some rapid questions that you can ask your spouse as a quick self-checkup, right? 1, when was our last intentional date? Right? Number 2, when did we last laugh hard together? Right? Number 3, when did we last talk about dreams?
Yeah. Also, do I know what's stressing my spouse out right now? And when did I last pursue them?
Take the time, go through these questions with your spouse. Set a time to do it. And to those who are currently in a plateau in their marriage, just remember, it's not a permanent thing. Plateaus aren't permanent. They are invitations to climb again, to choose each other again, to pursue again, and to love on purpose. Marriage isn't supposed to just survive.
No.
It's supposed to reflect Christ, the church, which is alive, sacrificial, and intentional.
There are sacrifices you need to make in a marriage. And if that means, you shut the world out for a little bit and lock yourselves in a room, granted you have the advantage to, then so be it. Like, we're going to talk it out. Let's see where we can fix this. And yeah, again, if you guys need any type of counseling, if you guys want us to compile our check-in questions.
Send us an email, message us. We're there for conversations that you want to have privately, no matter what the case is. Just remember, we are there. This has been a wonderful episode.
Yeah, very quirky, but I think it's needed.
Sign us up, baby.
What?
Sign us out, baby.
So this has been the K Kingdom Podcast. I'm Shannon.
And it's your boy Gabe, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.